ladies and gentlemen. It's a spring afternoon in the friendly city of Erie, Pennsylvania. The hot dogs and burgers have been simmering. It's tailgating time. It is festive outside. Soon, the rest of the over 4,000 will be inside. As, ladies and gentlemen, we proudly present the finalists for this afternoon's Splitfire Sparkplug Open. Fifth-seeded Brad Snell is looking for his first PBA title. Dave Arnold is his opponent. He owns one PBA championship. Walter Ray Williams Jr. is the defending champion and reigning PBA player of the year. Brian Voss is the second seed and PBA's newest Hall of Famer. And our tournament leader, Dennis Horan, needs to win just one game for his first PBA championship and the Splitfire Sparkplug Open title. That's our outstanding field for this historic telecast from the Erie Civic Center. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the $180,000 Splitfire Sparkplug Open. A unique setting, a unique stage. Synthetic lanes, engineered, built, and installed by AMF, become our stage this afternoon for 5 great bowlers. Hello again. I'm Chris Schenkel. I've been almost everywhere, but never in a more friendly arena than the one right here in this lake city of Erie. Five great players, and I'm seated next to a great player who in 1976, when he won the American Bowling Congress ABC Masters Tournament, he bowled before thousands of people too. He knows the feeling today. I'm speaking of Bo Burton.
Thank you, Chris. This is really not a tournament anymore, Chris. This is a happening. This is the greatest thrill I've ever had since I've sat in the announce booth. And what we have today is a difference between perception and reality. Actually, the lanes are standard lanes, but they look longer. They look narrower than a regular lane. And players have a tendency to overthrow the ball to actually acclimate themselves to the lanes. The key will be a player's eyes. Can he stay focused on his target? Can he take out the crowd motion? Can he take the pressure? Chris, the lanes are set up for fantastic scores, 5 great players, and we're ready to get on with the action.
We are, Bo, and we have a fantastic young lady, one of Erie's own, that's joining our announcing team today. You know, when you're specially poised and gifted, that is a true blessing. 12-year-old Maria Sansone is just that. She's appeared on ABC Sports, Wide World of Sports for Kids, Little League World Series, and other events, and I am so proud to introduce her to you right now. Maria Sansone.
Thanks, guys. I'm very excited to be here today because this is my hometown, Erie, Pennsylvania. I'm also very excited because Erie gets to host this bowling today. Now, there's a lot of prize money to be won today, and it's a lot more than my allowance, so let's go to the purse. The first place winner will win $39,000, and the second place $20,000, and so on.
All right. Thank you, Maria. We'll see you later as Maria will be interviewing the bowlers, but right now we go to the 2 combatants here on the stage set up in the Erie Civic Center. Dave Arnold going against Brad Snell. Real battle, head to head. The winner moves up.
Chris, the players have to be nervous. This is a setting that none of them are used to. This is fantastic. Here we go, first shot.
So for Erie, history in bowling, and what a perfect way to start the afternoon. Brad Snell with a strike on the left lane. Championship pair, and to the left of it, a practice pair. From Gilbert, Arizona, 6'3", 30-year-old Dave Arnold.
Not a bad shot to start out with. It's tough to practice even as nervous as you are. Now look at the ideal style of the man I call Mr. Machine. He has a perfect 4-step delivery, everything in perfect position. Look at how it's all pointing directly towards his target, squares up his shoulders, gets a little extra loft on that particular ball, but gets away with an easy spare at the 4-pin.
Dave Arnold, who had 2 of the 10 300 games here this week. Last year, he tied with Amleto Monicelli and Walter Ray Williams with 7 in a year. And Bo has pointed out that this is a real 30-year-old giant about to win more than just his second championship.
I agree, Chris. He's ready to make the step up to the upper echelon of professional bowling. He's currently ranked 7th in the world.
So a spare and strike for Dave Arnold. And Brad Snell, who opened with a strike, will be shooting next, of course. He's a 34-year-older from Elk Grove, Illinois, about an hour west of the city of Chicago. Nelson, I mentioned your Masters title. He was second in 1987.
He always bowls well, Chris, and he's used to this serena setting, as you said. Now look at his style. He's very profound at the foul line. Brad Snell, very intense. Look at that concentration. Everything's going to come straight through, but look at how he finishes at the line. I know he's nervous, but he's holding his form under pressure. That's the key to bowling in this championship setting.
Tennis fans' politeness here. But oh, how they explode with appreciation. This all happening in Erie, Pennsylvania at the Civic Center. Does it affect the players? Well, I'm seated along a hard-bitten veteran named Bo Burton, who's won 17 titles and everything else. Been a commentator with me for 20. And just before we started, tears in his eyes. Does it affect you? No, not much.
Chris, I would love to bowl in this setting. Someday I will.
Looking at where he slid and stopped at the line, leaving a 7-pin.
With Dave Arnold, it's important that he gets down close to the foul line. He saw a little bounce on that ball as he let it go, and it let the ball drift a little high. He left the 4-pin here in the first frame. Once again, he leaves a 7. You see 6 rounds, 42 games, 18 qualifying, 24 match play. Chris, you know what happens when you get really, really nervous? You have trouble making spares.
Despite being ranked 7th in the world, Dave Arnold is still one of the PBA's best-kept secrets. How can Dave acquire more recognition?
And in my case,
okay. We had a few audio-video problems, but he'll get all the recognition he leads. He's having a little rocky start here, Nelson, and that's not the first player that it's happened to.
I agree, partner. He's got the 4-6-7 here, almost an unmakeable split. He's got to go for the 4-7, collect his thoughts in a minute here, and get back in the action.
So now for 30-year-old Dave Arnold of Gilbert, Arizona, his Tupa open frames, and as a result trails by 43. We'll be back.